share my screen again. Okay, once again. Hi everyone, I'm Charlotte from the University of Constance, and I will be presenting our short-term mobility options for students, for ERUA students. And there will be time at the end to ask questions. So if you have questions during the session, you can just write in the chat or note them down for later on, and we'll have questions in the end. First of all, just the general overview. What is ERUA? ERUA is our European Reform University Alliance, which is an alliance of 5 universities. We are one university in France, in Paris, the Université Paris 8. In Saint-Denis, then we have the Roskilde University in Denmark. We have the University of the Aegean in Greece, and the new Bulgarian University in Sofia, and then the Constance University in Germany, which I am from. We offer very different things. We offer teaching exchanges for lecturers, or we have a research group for academics. We also have a student group. And then we have intensive courses for students, which we will be looking at in a minute. And we offer traveling seminars, which is also an offer for students and academics. We offer different summer and winter schools, and much more. Yeah. So now we'll be looking at the offers for students, which are, first of all, our intensive courses. This is a very broad overview of our course pool and intensive courses that we offered until now. So just to give you a broad overview of what we offer, the courses are very different. We offer courses on all kinds of topics, and the courses are generally around 3 days to 2 weeks in length. So all of these courses are normally a short time frame, and you can travel to our partner universities. For example, we just had last week the Advertising Academy in the New Bulgarian University is our most recent course in this course pool, I think. So we just had the Advertising Academy in Bulgaria, just to give you an example. It went on for 5 days, and we had students from Constance who traveled there, went to the course for 5 days, and now they just came back yesterday. So this is to give you an idea about what you can do. You can see the whole ERUA course pool on our website. I put the link on the slide here. You can also find it if you just Google our ERUA website, and then you click on students and intensive courses. You can apply the application. The needs you have to have for the application are generally written when you click on the course, and the whatever you need for the course to attend is written there. It depends on some, for example, we had some IT courses which required some IT knowledge, some previous, and most of the courses, for example, the Advertising Academy, Working with Refugees, the International Communication, they are all without any further courses that you need beforehand. Okay, and the next example for students is the traveling seminars. The traveling seminars are a program where a professor takes the whole class, so around 5 to 10 or 15 students with him or her, and travels with the whole group to one of our ERUA partner universities and goes on a trip, so to speak. And he or she normally does a co-teaching at the partner university with a professor from the partner university. So it has an international group, and normally it's part of a course which is offered anyway. So we had a traveling seminar on the topic local colonial histories, where a professor from Constance went to Paris, and they did a co-teaching together with a French and German group. And then we had a very extensive traveling seminar called Exiles, which was a collaboration between 3 ERUA partner universities. So the group was very international and could very much click. And then another example is a traveling seminar which is going on in March from Constance to the Aegean, which is on human rights in literature. And this is part of a literature course that is offered in Constance anyway. So the course takes place the whole semester, once a week. And then in the end of the semester, the whole group travels to the Aegean, meets a professor, and their her group on the Aegean island. And this is normally started by the professor, but if you're very interested in that, and if you have a course which you think could be relevant or could fit the program, you can also try to convince your professor to start looking into the partner universities, and to start looking if it would be possible for your course. And then we have summer and winter schools. For example, we have the winter school in Constance, which is starting tomorrow on the focus migration. This is a program which goes on for 1 week. And then we have a summer school in Constance, which is longer. The summer school normally goes on for 2 weeks and has a digital model before and after. And then, for example, we have another summer school in Roskilde going on in August on the topic of the UN sustainability goals. And this program goes on for 1 week as well. So all these summer and winter schools, you as ERUA students normally can apply to. And as soon as you are accepted to go on this school, you can contact your local contact person for the formalities and the scholarships. So this is my next point, the scholarships. This is very general because each university has kind of different rules. So this is just a broad overview, but if you have more detailed questions, you can either ask in the end of the session, or you can contact your local coordinator, because if you are, for example, a student of NBU in Bulgaria, you need to contact my colleague there, because she is in charge of the scholarships. So we are all in charge for the outgoing scholarships. So if you are a constant student and you applied for an intensive course at one of our ERUA partner universities, you can contact me, and I will process the scholarship. If you are a Roskilde student or an Aegean student coming to Constance, you would contact your local coordinator. And the general information on funding is the course duration, they differ, and generally we give approximately 300 euros for a course that goes on for 1 week, and 500 euros for a course that goes 2 weeks. And then you get an additional around 300 for the travel costs. The travel costs are calculated by your home institution, as I just said. I'm repeating myself, I'm sorry. For the exact sum, you need to contact your home university. And for Constance, for example, we calculate the travel costs according to distance. So if you were to go to Paris, you would get a little less in travel costs than if you were to go to the Aegean, because that is just a farther distance. And then some universities calculate in real costs, and some universities calculate in lump sum. And the required documents for the scholarship are also different regarding the university, but generally you need to fill in and sign a student contract, which you get from the coordinator. You need to send us a certificate of enrollment from your home university, so we know that you're an actual ERUA student. And then we need a confirmation that you are actually accepted to the course. There are other requirements regarding the scholarships, but those are depending on the home university. Then after the stay, you definitely need to hand in the confirmation of participation. So we need proof that you actually went there and took part of the course. And then some of the partner universities will collect invoices. So you will need to hand in all your tickets, for example, train ticket and hotel invoice and so on, so they know what you spent. Normally, in general, you will get 80% of the funding before the mobility and 20% after. So this is how it's processed. The 80% you get after you handed in the required documents, and then after you hand in the certificate of stay and the invoices, if applicable, then you will get the last 20% of the mobility. And now I have the contact, so if you have any detailed questions about the funding, you can ask the relevant coordinators, which is for Paris 8, it's Chloe, my colleague. For Roskilde, it's Adriana. For the Aegean, it's Katharina. For the NBU, it's Slavena. And for Constance, it's me. So you have all the contacts here. If you're interested in joining one of these seminars, you will for sure find the contacts on our website as well. But if you want, you can note down your relevant contact right now to know whom to contact if it'll be relevant. Okay, so now we are already at the end of the presentation. Thank you so much for being here. And now I have time for questions. Are there any questions, or are there any questions in the chat? I don't think there are any questions in the chat.
I have a question.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
All right. I'd like to know if I am in Master 2 in Paris 8, is it possible to go, like, to find a course that is interesting for me in August, or are all uni closed in August?
And there are courses going on in August. So, for example, our the summer school in Constance will be going on in August, and it'll be open to bachelor and master students. We are currently updating the course catalog. So if you're interested in the courses, I would recommend to just check the course catalog, I don't know, once a month or so, because like there is no date when all the courses are online, but they are just going online gradually. So we just keep admitting courses whenever we have any.
All right.
And there are courses for master students as well, and normally it's indicated in the description of the course who is the target group, if it's master or bachelor student or both. And then, of course, you have to decide for yourself which course is interesting and which course fits your curriculum. And for the recognition, you need to contact your local coordinator as well, because normally, like in Constance at least, each department has a coordinator, and he or she is always responsible for the recognition. Okay, did that answer your question?
Yeah.
Okay. Amelie, you had a question as well?
Yes, hi for the,
Hi.
thanks for the presentation. My question was just as a confirmation, the short-term mobility is just applicable for courses that I attend and not for like research stays in libraries and archives, stuff like that.
So this is generally for courses, but if you're interested in a research stay, we could talk about that like on one-on-one in person, because it would be a possibility. We just don't offer it for the whole mass, you know what I mean? So if you find a professor who's willing to host you for a research or archive stay, we can talk about the funding, of course.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Madi, you had a question?
Yes, thanks for the presentation. My name is Namdi. My question is based on the timing. Like if you wish to go to any course or seminar, when is the minimum or the limited time to apply?
And that's also depending on the course. So on the website, if you click on a specific course, there's always written with when is the deadline. So normally, for us at least in Constance, the deadline is usually a month or 3 weeks before the course, so that we have a little bit of time to process all the students. So I would say generally maybe a month, and then you have a couple of weeks to contact us for the scholarship. But you have to keep in mind that at least in Germany, the processing takes time. So it usually takes around 2 weeks to process the scholarship. So I also had some students where the 80%, so the first rate of the funding, was not there when the course started, which is unfortunate, and I'm trying. But if you contact us in time, then it'll work now.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Okay, Elena, I think.
There are messages in the chat with questions.
Hold on, I will. Okay. Okay, so the language requirements, we do not need any diplomas. Usually it's English. So usually the courses that I presented here are all in English, and you need to have a proficiency level in English, I don't know, B2 or C1. And we had some courses where French was relevant. So those were courses offered by our partner university in Paris. So again, it's all in the chat, in the description of the course, and you normally do not need any diplomas. Accommodation is unfortunately not provided. So the short-term mobility students that we had so far usually rented an Airbnb or a hostel or some thing that fitted their needs. And we also had a couple of groups going on short-term mobilities together, and then they actually shared an Airbnb, for example. Okay, so the summer school, when are the summer schools going to take place? That's also different. So we have a summer school in Constance, which is taking place end of July, beginning of August. Then the summer school in Roskilde is also in the end of July, beginning of August, but we also had some summer schools which didn't fit the Constance schedule because Constance is much later than all the other universities. And yeah, so sometimes you just have to check your individual schedule and see which summer school or which intensive course fits your personal needs. Okay, then there were some PhD students. PhD students can usually also attend the courses that are open for master students. Until now, we haven't had a specific course for just PhD students. Okay, so I hope this helps. Are there any more questions? If there are no more questions, I will put in the contact persons again. So if you're from Constance, you can contact me. And if you're from the other universities, you can contact my colleagues respectively to see get informed for more details or to check out the specific funding opportunities. Okay, I think there's one more.
I think there was one more question in the chat.
Where again the other courses and universities? Okay, hold on. I will put the slide up again. So this is just an overview of courses that we offered in the past, but here the link is going on our website to the intensive courses specifically, but you can also find the intensive courses if you just go on our general ERUA website and then you click on students and then the thing for intensive courses goes up. And the partner universities are here, sorry. We have one partner university in France, Denmark, Greece, Bulgaria, and Constance in Germany. Okay, the recording will be uploaded. The recording will be uploaded on our website, on the general ERUA website, on opportunities for students. And here are two more questions. Does ERUA have a possibility for longer term mobilities? A whole semester is always also possible. We are all Erasmus partners, so you can go on a normal Erasmus mobility for a whole semester to all these universities if you are a student of one of these universities, so we are all connected. And here the normal Erasmus application formalities apply. And then does the course have to fit with your master program, or can it be about your motivation? It can also be just for motivation. So I had students that just went to one of these intensive courses out of interest and did not receive the credits at home because it didn't fit their curriculum perfectly. But if you're interested in any course, you can always go there and not receive the credits. So that's always a possibility. Okay, are there any more questions or did we answer everything now? Okay.
I think we answered everything.
Okay, perfect. So thank you very much. And if you have any more questions, just don't hesitate to contact us and we'll be always available via email.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.